Hey, it's your girl Mooney 69 Ways, and I am here to discuss. If you see the title, you know I'm here to discuss this crazy show, Imperfect Women, season 1, episodes 4 and 5. Okay, all I gotta say is, who is the killer? Is it Mary? Is it Howard David of it all, or is it Scott? Okay, we got some contenders. Okay, you would think it would be Eleanor the way she fell in love with Robert, aka Bobby. But who knows? But yeah, who is the killer? That's what I want to know. But yes, but before I get into episode 4 and 5, if you are new here, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Hit the like button for you, girl. And if you see that hype button, hit the hype button for me. I really appreciate it. Um, yeah, this 4 and 5. Howard David. Shocker to me. It's a shocker to me. I did not see that coming. I did not see that was a David. Okay. Yeah, so hey. It has your mind gone. Yeah. That's I'm like, okay, we got more contenders of who could be the killer. Like, hey Tamika, thank you for stopping by. Um I was like, is it Mary? It's like Mary Howard, aka David, Scott from the past. I'll even probably put the husband in there and Eleanor. Maybe. I don't know. It's like, okay, Nancy, you's not the greatest of people. So it seemed like you probably had like a lot of potential enemies, okay, out there that want to unalive you. Um, yeah. So, oh girl, let's get into it. Oh, let me change this layout. I don't want that one. Let's see. Okay. So, episode 4. Girl, she said I haven't finished episode 1. Well, at least you tried. Okay. At least you trying. Hey Candy Love, hope you enjoy your birthday. So yeah, so episode 4 is titled Nancy. Like it was all about Nancy. Like these last 2 episodes was basically Nancy in the past, like things that leading up to her day of her demise, okay, of her unalivement. So it's like we going back episode 4, we're going back like 17, 18 years, like when her and Robert, aka Bobby, um got married. Everything was all uh sunshines and roses and all in the bliss. And then 17 years, 18 years later, it's like he is cold, stoic. His family definitely don't like her, and she is like really trying to fit in their world for all these years, like putting on these parties and stuff. And it's just wow. And I don't like his sister or his father, how they treat her, especially the sister. I can't stand it. But we also get a background, her background of her when she before she even met Robert. Seemed like she came from this almost like trailer trash. She was like from the other side of the tracks. And child, her mother is a drunk and she loved ballet. She was a dancer. But it was just kind of crazy. Like her mama boyfriend Scott, she was having sex with him. I was like, I had a feeling because he was just kissing on her and giving her money and stuff like that. It was just wild. She came from a rough beginning, and her mom trying to unalive her. Child, I would not get in that car with my mama. Like her mama was like, I already know. She's like, I already know what you're doing. Like you sleeping with my man, basically on some precious kind of stuff. Like you sleeping with my man, get in this car, and then the mama start speeding up, and baby, she hit that brick wall. Almost unalive, little Nancy. But yeah, so yeah, she had to walk away from that toxicness. So, and then eventually she met Robert and his family. You know, they got money. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, this is trifling, just how you like it. That's why I'm glad you are getting into this TV show. Yes. So I'm sorry. I have a child that's messing with me right now. Uh, yeah, she couldn't win at the end. She couldn't win at the end. It's just the way how she was raised and how she came up. It's like I don't know. She's trying not to be her mother, okay? Because mind you, like I said, she's putting on this party. I think it was what 4th of July or what have you, and you know she's trying to make sure everything is perfect, putting it on, and she even tried one time, even you know, low key dip off with her husband in his office, like trying to have sex, and seemed like he was into it, and you know she was, you know, speaking to the mic at one time, and then he flipped her over, and he couldn't, you know, he couldn't get hard, and then she just having a rough, I guess, 3 months because he wasn't being like affectionate or nothing. Um, and child, I was like, "What's going on?" You would have thought he was cheating the way he was acting. So she was like doing some snooping because the family was talking in riddles about what's happening at the business. Because I think they like an investment firm or something like that. I know the family do some investments. I'm not really sure what they do technically, but I just know it's got to do with something with investments. And they keep having these meetings. You keep going away for these meetings and stuff like that. And something is going on. And Nessie is like in the dark, and she want to know because he hasn't been loving her and affectionate to her in like what 3 months at this time, I guess. And she snooping his email, which is crazy, and found out he was emailing a divorce attorney, and she saw that he was moving assets, I guess, basically like dividing assets. So you would think that he was getting divorced from her ass, like about to divorce her ass, but yeah. And it was like something with money. It was just strange. Episode 4, it was like she's spending too much money, mind you. She put on this big ass 4th of July party. I was just like, what's going on? Was y'all puzzled? Like I was like, what's going on with the Hennessy's? Like, what y'all got going on? And then she just want to be clued in. She said, okay, I'll scale back. I'll go to the dollar store. For now on, I'll go to Family Dollar, Dollar General, Dollar Tree, wherever to scale back. She said she'd stop doing less spending, and this might be the last party. But yeah, so like I said, she found the email. She thinking that Robert's about to divorce her. And mind you, her daughter, what's her name, Cora, she is home from school because she's a college. And she went because mind you, Nancy is trying to play hostess to everyone to Mary and her daughters, and she offered some American Girl dolls from her daughter's room, and she went to the daughter's room, and the daughter's like, can I get some time with you, mom? Like you doing everything for everybody else, but when can we spend time together? Basically, the daughter, you see the dynamics of the mom, Nancy and her daughter, because we never really got to see it. Um, because in the present time she is no longer here, so we just know that Cora is torn up that her mama's gone. But yeah, so child, Cora is feeling neglected by the mom. She said, I'm gonna need you to spend more time with me. Yeah, so she basically longing for affection from Nancy, and Nancy is not giving it up to her. And she just said she was gonna go out. She went out, child. She was about to go out with some friends, doing something wild. She had a pregnant belly, got into it with her mom because her mom like she thinking about image because this is the Hennessy's we are talking about. This family is all about image to them, okay? Because you saw how what went down when Eleanor him and Robert and Eleanor affair came out, okay? And they was doing press control and trying to control the narratives, trying to separate Robert from Eleanor. And it seemed like they is all about image. You know, you gotta have a clean cut reputation. The Hennessy's. Um, so she got into it with the daughter, ended up smacking her, and she ran out the door. She is determined not to be her mom, and her Nancy mom was a drunk. So yeah, and her boyfriend was, you know, taking advantage of her. So poor Nancy. I was like, dang, poor Nancy. She is going through it. She at this party. Her husband don't want to touch her too much or want to try to engage with her, but you see all his teeth when he get in Eleanor's face. But when it came to Nancy, it was like, ugh, disgusting. Like I don't want you around. But yeah, that's what it gave. What are y'all thoughts on it? Because I don't know. It did feel like that Robert, aka Bobby, was not feeling Nancy at this 4th of July party. Um yes, Eleanor, yes, Eleanor. Yes, he was just showing all his teeth, man. When Eleanor get in his face, he all smiling and they all jump in. But when Nancy get in his face, it's like, what? What you say? Mm-hmm. He's not. Yeah, he's not there with Nancy. I don't know. I ain't know what was going on, but we kind of find out what was going on by the time we get to episode 5. But still, he was still cold to her. Like he was like cold, like Omarion. He had an ice box where his heart used to be. Okay, that's how cold he was to Nancy, and he couldn't get it up either. So basically, I just thought he didn't want her. But um, so Mary came to, I think, Nancy, because Howard, Mary's husband, he only working 4 hours a week as a professor at the university or whatever. And you know, he needs some work. And you know, they got like 3 kids, and she's you know, had this thing going with her son Marcus. I guess he had like a drug or a gambling problem. And yeah, so she's going through it with that. And she also got little children under Marcus, her son Marcus. So it's like she has a family to take care of. And you know, Nancy offered him a job. Well, talk to Phil to offer him a job, because Phil is a producer, a director for this ballet production thing that's about to happen, that Nancy is helping with. So Howard need a job, so she asked Phil about giving him a job as a writer or something on this ballet. And I was like, okay. And then by the time we get to the end of episode 4, it was a lot going on. And she ended up trying to reach out to Scott, the dude who took advantage of her, like her mom's ex-boyfriend. I'm like, girl, you got a lot of trauma going on in your life. You need to go sit on somebody's couch, okay? She needs to go sit on somebody's couch. I don't know who couch, but you need to sit on somebody's couch to work through your past, because it's interfering with your future, or your present, I should say. And also with your husband, you need to work on yourself. You need to find yourself, okay? Instead of trying to fit in with the Hennessy's or being something that you're not, you know, because that's what it's given. Like she is cosplaying a housewife. And that's not really her. That's what it's given to me, in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts on that. So is it 4th of July or is it New Year's? No, it was New Year's. I keep saying 4th of July, child. I know it's one of them because they had fireworks. So it was New Year's. That's right, it was New Year's. Um, yeah, so she also met someone, a bartender named David, which is wild because that's how the David name came up. It was a bartender named David, and he seemed like he was nice, and he was from the same town she was from. And yeah, so Philip ended up calling Howard David after he offered him a job on this production for this ballet that he is putting on. And you know, Howard had to tell Nancy, get her thanks, and he offered got the job because, mind you, Robert's money, well, the Hennessy money is kind of invested in this ballet production, and she is the consultant of it on it. So she is a consultant on this ballet. So, and Howard let it be known that Philip called him David. He was like, I don't know no David, but his name Kiki called him David. It's just crazy. But David is the bartender, so we gotta keep that in mind. That is David is actually a bartender. Okay, they already thought it was David with the David with the E. Okay, it's not the painter. So I'm thinking like, okay, this bartender person might come back up again because his name is actually David. Okay. So yeah, so even Nancy had to play with the name because she started calling him, jokingly calling Howard David. She like, see you later, David, or whatever. And that was like basically the end of episode 4 of it all. It was all about Nancy and her past. We get to see how she was raised and what kind of environment she was raised in. And it was like I said, she needed to go sit on somebody's couch. She needed to go sit on somebody's couch because baby, she went through a lot. She got a lot of trauma and stuff going on. So, and sleeping with your mama boyfriend is wild and crazy. And you keep doing it. Nope. So we're gonna move on to episode 5. Okay, so episode 5 is basically still we still on Nancy. We still kind of in the past a little bit. It's like 5 weeks. I want to say 5 weeks before her unalignment. Okay, this is like 4 or 5 weeks before her unalignment. So she is working on this ballet production that she is putting on, helping Philip with, and she's a consultant on it. Says she want to help with designs and colors and schemes like that. And child, and we also see how Robert was to her. He's still cold, and he's drinking. She said, "You finished a liter of liquor in 2 days." I was like, yeah. So he is drinking. He's trying to hide it, but he is drinking, and she has to go over there to pick up Howard, aka David, and because their car is now in the shop or something. So she just it's basically her kind of narrating a little bit in this episode as well. And she said she never been alone with Howard before. Okay, so as time went on, they kind of got close. They did get close. I ain't gonna hold you. It just started off of, talking because she giving him a ride to work. They in the same building, so they got to talk to one another. Okay. And he just so happy that he got the job. He thanked her and stuff like that. And, he appreciated and asked her expertise on his writing for the ballet and stuff. And at the same time, Robert is being cold, like I said, being cold to her. He keep calling this her volunteer thing. He's not really paying attention when she talk about it. And Philip is an asshole, the director. He called her Louise. I'm like, how you gonna forget the woman name who funded this ballet that you putting on? Like, are you okay? But yeah, call her Louise. Her and Howard get a kick out of their new names, David and Louise. And they started using it at the coffee place. And they started to hang out, talk. They went to the movies. It was just interesting because Philip, she feel like she's trying to feel like she's out of place. Seems like she feel like she's out of place, like she's trying to belong, especially in Robert's world with the Hennessy's, and then now in this ballet world because she used to love ballet and she shared that with him. And And then they really got personal because he also shared that the reason why she stopped doing ballet because her drunk ass mom and she was in the car with her ass and ran into a wall. Okay, and she slept with her boyfriend. And she let that all be known to Howard of all people. I'm like, girl, you not afraid of him like telling that to Mary or something? Do Mary know this? So yeah, so they just started getting closer and closer together. And child, one day, they had some wine. They were still at the hall where the ballet is going to happen, at the theater, I should say, where the ballet is going to take place. They getting drunk with some wine. They on stage playing around with some ballet moves. I'm like, how do you get up and then hurt your ankle and fall back down? I don't get. Yeah, okay, Nancy. So like I said, they getting close, and it was just a lot going on. The I'm like, okay, so they actually went all the way because I wasn't sure if they went all the way or not. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm like, okay, this could be a misdirect. Okay, like I know Philip is jokingly calling this man David, and we also got the actual David, the bartender that we saw in episode 4 at the New Year's Eve party she threw. The New Year's party she threw, I mean. So yeah, I was like, oh my gosh. They actually went for it because he actually went in for a kiss on her because she was just being vulnerable, sharing her home life back at the old place with her mom and her mom's boyfriend. And he just said how she is like a dumpster fire or a fire starter or something. It was just something. I was like, okay. I'm like, I can see that. Yeah, but I did not expect for them to kiss and go all the way. I'm not gonna hold you. It was just, I'm like, at this moment when they was going there, I put her in a box with Eleanor. I put her right in a box with Eleanor. I'm like, you know better than Eleanor. Like, and Mary's supposed to be your best friend. What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, she likes the danger. She likes the chaos. It's just very volatile. It's very dangerous. She liked the danger. She liked the danger, living on the edge, and knowing that she is screwing her so-called best friend husband. It's just wild to me. I just cannot. Um, I put her, like I said, I put her right in the box with Eleanor. I cannot. They both trash. They both trash. Oh goodness. And I don't know why Mary husband Howard, like, you've been liking Nancy, low key liking Nancy this whole time. I don't know why would you even do that to Mary. Like, what's going on between you and Mary? I would like to see that episode. Like, what's really going on? Because she seemed like Mary's a little off ever since she got on my screen. I call her a basket case, but I need to know a little more about Mary. Um, I'm just saying because something is missing. I'm missing some pieces, and I can't wait to get them because you easily hopped on top of Nancy. Like, what's going on? But yeah. um, I just they both are trash to me. Eleanor and Nancy, I cannot. We're friends like this who need, yeah, exactly. Exactly, because why? Why? Out of everybody on that production, why it had to be Howard, aka David? Why? And that's your best friend, man. I just couldn't grasp, like, why would you do that? I know Robert being cold to you, but you ain't got to sleep with your best friend husband. Like, what are we doing? Okay? Because Robert being cold to you and you think that he's about to divorce you because you read that email, don't give you the right to go sleep with your best friend husband. Just saying. Like, what are we doing? He was already having an affair. It seemed Mary was the other woman. Yes, I remember that being said. Who said that? Was it Nancy or was it Eleanor? Because they did bring that up. And I was like, yeah, but why do you want to keep repeating the same thing? He was already having a affair, but yeah, but once you got with Mary, don't that supposed to stop? I'm gonna need to see they more home life. I need to see a Mary point of view, cause like how do you got a screwed up son and how he got like a substance or gambling problem, like how that came to be. We got to get a Mary point of view episode, because I can't wait, because what the hell, they trash none of, thank you to me, because none of my friends, I'm like, what's going on? Okay, it was Eleanor who said yes. Okay, yes, please get caught up, girl. It's a hot mess. Okay, hot mess. This is your time carrying on. Not, it's a hot mess. Yeah, they definitely imperfect. Okay, let's just say that it's definitely a lot of cracks in these women's lives and their friendship and relationships, because I cannot. And then they having sex in her car, they even having at the theater in the dressing room. I mean, child. And now it was revealed, because David been so cold for like 3 months, and it turned out that he was cold because he put his family business in danger. Okay, that's why he had all these meetings and this traveling, and it's turned out because he went to dinner um with the family, because she is in her bag, she's feeling herself, doing this affair, sneaking around and um partying and out with the artist David, then brought back this naked painting put on a wall. Okay, now she out with the in-laws having dinner, and turn to kind of find out that um embarrassingly, Kit, Robert's sister, had to let it be known that your husband had messed up the family business. Okay, he put 20% of the family business into this company that is a sinking company, and it was not doing good. It was so bad that people were starting to sue them. So they had to use mostly Robert Trust Fund and put it towards that of getting them out of this jam, out of this hole. I'm like, what? So that's why he been telling her like she need to ease up on um spending a lot of money in episode 4. And also because she was like, what? Because she was shocked and he was embarrassed, so he had to get up and go home. So they left dinner early, and they continued to talk there at the house. And she thought he was going to divorce her. He like, I saw that email, and he was crying in the car, y'all, because he was so distraught because he messed up real bad, and they had to use his trust fund to get out the hole. So basically, everything he owned right now is being controlled by his father. Until further notice, I guess the house, the cars, whatever, the parties is being controlled by his father. I'm like, damn, they son you. You messed up big, child. No wonder they up there act like you a baby, because you don't know what the hell you doing. But yeah, so like she said, she admitted to reading his emails about the divorce attorney and the assets and stuff. He was like, I was trying to protect you and for the future, like move some assets to an offshore account. I'm like, oh, okay. So she said it doesn't matter. She just want to be with him. So let me know y'all thoughts on that stuff, because I thought he wanted to divorce her ass, but he was really trying to save her ass. Well, not save her, or protect her, I should say. Like kind of set her up, financially in the future, I guess, by moving some assets to the offshore accounts. So I was like, oh, okay. So everything that Robert was doing, it had a valid reason, seems like. Okay, so she just letting me know like I want you, and they kind of make up and stuff like that, and not car sexy time. Yeah, so they had some some making up to do. She's like you ain't love me, you ain't touched me in 3 months. So he just said no, it's not that. He said he still love her. Now she's back good with Robert. She don't feel like she's in the dark anymore after Kit confessed about what's really going on. So because I guess that is embarrassing. The way your family's son you and you're a grown ass man with your own family. But yeah, that got to be embarrassing to your spouse, to say that to your spouse, to admit that to your spouse. Um yeah, so they went to the ballet. It's the ballet day production time. Um they went to this ballet. They with their spouse. We got Eleanor there. And then, they end up walking away like one at a time together. It was just crazy. I was child, she hasn't contacted him in some days, and he is pressed about it. And he was like, "You gave me that good, and now you rejected me. Like, what's going on?" He also threatened her like that he's gonna tell Robert about um them hooking up and stuff like that. And she said she don't care. She called his bluff, like, "Who will believe I slept with you?" and stuff like that. And and he grabbed her and he was all in her face. I was like, yo, with the threats and stuff like that. It was a lot. I'm like, girl, you thought you were just gonna be able to cut this man off after y'all been hunching for like how long? For some weeks? All in the car. Cause he said I was in the car. You got me in the dressing room, you got me here and there. We just doing it everywhere, okay? And he said, you gave me that good, and now you want to reject me? I cannot. He said, ain't that convenient? He said, I'm not ready to let you go. Basically, that's what he said. He's not ready to let the things that they have going on go. So he want to continue the affair, basically. And as they was getting up, I think who was that looking? Mary was looking over and noticing like what they got going on. Okay. What man runs to tell it? Basically Howard, he was like, yeah, he acting like Mike at Why Did I Get Married? He like Mike at the table. He was like, okay, we gonna blow it up. Okay, you gonna start giving me the cootie cat? I'm gonna blow your whole world up, and I don't care if mine get blown up in the process. That's what it was given. Because if you tell that to Robert, okay, you got to tell it to your wife. Like it's given, like he don't give a damn, or he just making an empty threat. Hey, Little Orange Report. Thank you for stopping by. David said that rich cat different. I don't know why Nancy having a affair with her best friend, man. And it's bad enough to have an affair, but with your best friend, man, why can't just be one of somebody else on the production team, okay? And Howard, aka David, ain't got no money. Like you paying him. He ain't got no money. He only work 4 hours a week at as a professor at the university. Yeah, so Howard David is crazy over Nancy. So her and Robert returned home from the ballet, right? Um was it the next day? It was one of those days. Like this is how we get her phone. That's how he found out about the pictures, the affair. She decided to come clean, and she ended up telling Eleanor about she was sleeping. That's how Eleanor found out she was sleeping with someone, because Nancy felt guilty sleeping with her best friend man, and they was having like a little girl powwow, and she wasn't even mentally there, and Mary was just going on about her son Marcus, because he was going through it and he got to catch felony charges or something, and or what have you, and she had to walk away, and she told that to Eleanor that she was sleeping with someone. It was just a hot mess. Nancy is a hot mess. Now she just giving it out. Oh, child, she couldn't give it out to Philip because he don't like girls, but I don't know. Um, she could have gave it to someone besides her best friend, man. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, so like I said, she was at the house of Robert, and Robert saw her phone. Like some news of her was coming to her phone, and even though she said she was gonna come clean and tell Robert about the affair, these pictures came on her phone of her being naked and what have you. So, and yeah, and they were having a fight. So this is the fight that the apology letter he wrote to her, so we get the background. We actually could see what actually happened, because I remember Robert, telling this to Eleanor about him like screaming and yelling because these pictures came through, these naked pictures. Like he knew about the affair before she disappeared. Okay, before it turned out that she disappeared and got unalive. So he knew about the affair. So this is us seeing that how he found out about the affair, about these naked pictures and who was sending them. And I guess they was from when she was in a car. I'm like, let me find out that what's his name, Howard or David, whether low key taking pictures or having somebody taking pictures, or was that Mary taking pictures outside the car? I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Y'all thoughts on that, I should say. Is that why Mary was borrowing money? Nancy like, don't worry about it. Yep. Because mind you, I mean, Mary and Howard, they got a lot going on, because borrowing money, he only worked 4 hours a week. They saw Marcus in trouble and they got to pay for lawyers. And also when Robert offered to pay for his attorney, like, because he knew like a criminal attorney or what have you, and it was, you try to gift it to them, and Howard said no thanks. He said we got it, whatever. And then this is what he called Nancy stupid, because she was like, okay, you don't have to, they say no, you don't have to you got to respect their wishes or what have you, because they wanted to pay for his attorney on their own. And child, that's when it kind of started, because Robert was mistreating Nancy, call her stupid. He's not having sex, not touching her. So this is like an added boost to her starting this affair with Howard, aka David, of it all. It was just crazy. Yeah, so my question is, um how does Mary know what's going on? So no, not how she know. Who did she send the pictures? Did Mary send the pictures, or did Howard send those pictures? Or Scott? Who knows? I don't know. I think it's between Mary and Howard who sent those nude pictures to her phone. And then Robert ended up seeing it. Who y'all think it was? Who you think sent those pictures? I'm low key thinking it's Mary who sent those pictures. I ain't gonna hold you. She probably saw those pictures, or she probably took those pictures. Who knows? Because she's even though she come off as a basket case, as I'm thinking back, she been following. She know how to follow and do detective work, okay? Because she's trying to figure out who unalived Nancy. And she been trying to do detective work and stuff. So I don't know. Mary looking guilty right now in my eyes. Let me know what y'all think. Do you think it's Mary or is it Howard? I'm trying to remember how the reactions was when they found out that Nancy was unalive. I think the first episode. I'm trying to remember how Mary and Howard was behaving. I might have to go back and look. But yeah, so I don't know. Because Howard and present time acting like everything is everything and life is going on. So about Nancy unaliving. And Mary is just like I said, she is all over the place. And I don't know. I really don't know. So I need to know. I can't wait to the next episode of the show because baby, because I think the episode ended with like I said, Robert finding out he was yelling and he ended up breaking a vase. And this is when we see Nancy running at the house, getting in her car, and leading off somewhere. She is driving off somewhere. I don't know what she's driving off to, but we do see her driving off. We also see a minivan following her, and it's I think it's turned out to be Mary. I think, yeah, I think it was Mary. And where is this Scott person? Because she did reach out to Scott, which is her mom ex boyfriend, and she said she made a mistake in reaching out to him, and now he's calling her, and I'm like, where do he come to play? Is he even a player in this whole scenario? Because remember, Scott was liking her. I mean, you sleep with your mama boyfriend, it's crazy, but yeah. So I don't know. Did Scott actually met up with Nancy one moment or another? So I don't know. We shall see though. Hey there, twin. Thank you for stopping by. Are you watching Imperfect Women on Apple TV? I mean, it's a hot mess, and I'm enjoying it. Um, shit, I really am. Like, if Candy and whoever catch up, maybe they can come up here and talk with me. But because this is really good, and I am enjoying this. So let me know who y'all think is the unaliver. Is it Mary? Is it Howard, aka David? Is Scott even a potential player because that's from her past? He's the man from her past that she was sleeping with, her mama ex-boyfriend. And do you think even Robert or Eleanor, are they still a potential suspect in the unalignment of Nancy? Yeah, please let me know. What are your thoughts and who you think it is? Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe you catch it one day. But it definitely is. It's a good show. Hot mess. The title fits perfect to these three women. I know Nancy ain't shit, and Eleanor ain't shit because they like to sleep with people's husbands. Okay. And Mary is a basket case. It's something with Mary, and I cannot wait to get her episode because I need to see more from Mary, like what she got going on. Okay, and it seemed like she found out about the affair with Howard or whatever. I don't know. We shall see. I don't know how many episodes it is in this series. Oh, okay. So the next episode for next Wednesday. Not next Wednesday, it said this one is coming on yep, next Wednesday. So episode 6 is called Mary. So we definitely go get a Mary episode. And I am so excited because we need to know what's going on from a Mary point of view. Because like I said, some holes missing for me. Like, because Mary seems all over the place. She seems disheveled every time we see her. Like she cannot handle taking care of her household or her kids. And it seems like she's stressed because her husband as cannot get a job or keep a job or whatever. And yeah, so I like to see a Mary point of view, how she fit in all this entanglement of it all when it comes to Howard, aka David, and Nancy. I cannot wait. What'd you say? It has drawn me in for sure. Yep, I want to see. Yeah, I keep thinking of her as yes, yes, our June. You gotta love the Handmaid's Tales. Speaking of Handmaid's Tales, as y'all watching the Testament, like the spinoff, let me know if y'all watching that, because that's the spinoff from the Handmaid's Tale, following was that June daughter. So let me know if y'all watching that. If y'all tuning in to that, because I might have to talk about that one. Yeah. So I can't wait to see a Mary point of view. It's a lot of hoes. Nope. I can't. Shayna said, nope, I'm not watching that. Another thing I'm not watching. Oh, you don't see all I see for me comments? Huh. Interesting. I don't know. Is y'all on the mobile view or I don't know. Maybe she incognito. I don't know. But yeah, so I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. I am so ready. I don't know how many episodes this is. It probably could be 10. I don't know, but I am really want to know what's going on. Okay, let me read the synopsis. It said, after a startling discovery, Mary struggles to square reality with perception. Ooh, child. Oof. Okay, Candy said you have to filter the chat to all messages, Tamika. Yeah, you this is another way to fix that, because sometimes I don't be seeing everybody's comments either. Yes, I am looking forward to how this okay. Mary, I'm gonna need you to come to the front. What you got going on over there? I don't know. I can't wait to get back to Eleanor ass and Robert. Oh yeah, she about to lose her whole mind. Her whole mind. I call her a basket case. I'm like, you always disheveled, like your house is in a disarray, like you can't handle like being a housewife. Um, I don't know. I mean, is she more than a housewife? I forgot. Don't she do something else? I forgot what she do. But yeah. Um, what else? I can't wait to get married. I can't wait to see Eleanor back in the present day, how she going to move forward when it comes to Robert, because we know he painted her dust when they affair came out. And I would like to see her brother too. Her brother's fun. Um and definitely the relationship between Eleanor and Cora, Nancy daughter, because Nancy daughter right now is not feeling Eleanor after she busted her in a hot tub with her daddy. um Yeah, everybody's trash. I don't know if we're gonna see Jordan again, because that's Eleanor. That was Eleanor's side piece. I won't be surprised if he like uh sue her or the company for sexual harassment or whatever in the workplace. I don't know. Um, yeah, yeah, she not playing, because she put that whole TikTok video up. She called it out like it is, and I wasn't mad at her. I ain't gonna hold her. I was not mad at her, because they lied in her face like she not seeing what she's seeing. Don't gaslight me, okay? And yeah, she had to put her on blast, and she's not taking that video down. And Eleanor, dumbass, thought she was gonna fall in love with Robert, aka Bobby, Like they was gonna live happily ever after. Girl, are you okay? It seemed like the Hennessy's don't care for your kind anyway. Whether you have money or not, it's about this. That's what it's given. It's about this. You this, not this. Yeah, so I don't think the Hennessy, like I said, care for Eleanor kind to be in the family. That's pretty much it, y'all. Episodes 4 and 5. I got through it for 50 minutes. At 50 minutes, 51 minutes. I got through episodes 4 and 5. Yeah, because they basically collided together. It's all about Nancy and Howard, aka David, who's the real David. But also, I'm gonna need them to resume where Mary came to Eleanor door. So about I know who David is. I know who David is. So is you trying to like say you found a bartender or something? Okay. Yeah, and I think low-key Mary know the real David is her husband, but yeah, so we shall see. Episode 6, the Mary episode. Can't wait. Like, let me know your thoughts on episode 4 and 5 in the comments, replay game, because yes, like I said, Nancy ain't shit, Eleanor ain't shit. They are trash friends, okay? Throw them away. Throw them away. How y'all became friends all these years for this long and y'all just blink of an eye, just do that to one another? I don't care. And I don't care if the husband been cheating, but you should not be participating in that with your bestie's husband. So that's just my thoughts on it. Your husband. Yep, David is her husband. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on episodes 4 and 5. And do y'all have any predictions who unalive Nancy? Is it Mary? Is it Howard, aka David? Or is it this Scott person from her past that she hiding from Robert, that was calling on her phone while they was at the ballet production thing? Or was it Robert? Is he still on the table along with Eleanor ass? I don't know. Let me know your predictions of who unalive Nancy. Right now for me it's leaning towards Mary or Howard for me. Okay, because the way Robert grabbed her as she was walking away, and it seemed like Mary was in that minivan following her after her. So I don't know. Or it could, like, yes, all I see for me, it could be the husband people, the Hennessy's, okay? Like I said, it seemed like they all about image anyway, and they all uptight as hell. So it would be surprised if it was a Kit, Robert's sister, because I do not like her. I do not like that lady. Yeah, so yeah, let me know your thoughts and predictions on what's to come, what you think is going to come up in this series. And I'm really enjoying it. If you're not into this series or haven't gotten to this series, but you hear me rambling on and on about episodes 4 and 5, yeah, it's about time for you to tune in. It's on Apple TV. It's a really good show. I'm really enjoying it, and I can't wait till we get to the end. I'm on this ride. I'm on this ride. So I'm about to be out of here, and I will see y'all next week, I guess, for episode 6. I will be doing these lives, and I'm sorry I was late today, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to do this live. And if anybody want to join me, you just let me know. Yes. Late to the party. Yeah, replay game. I know Miss Kara Speaks is covering it. I saw her uploads today. So make sure y'all go over there and listen to her thoughts on this episodes of Imperfect Women. So yes, go over there, check Miss Kara Speaks out. So I know I saw her upload some videos today of it. Yes, please check out. Yes, I'm about to get out of here, y'all, and I will see y'all next week for episode 6. Bye, y'all. Have a good evening.